6 male personality types. Every individual has distinct personality traits that determine who he is and what he does. Despite the fact that all men engage in seemingly random behaviors and ways of living, there are ways to categorize a man's actions into more precise features and inclinations. These classifications assist us in comprehending how and why men conduct their lives the way they do. Apparently, men may be divided into 6 personality types. Are you or the man in your life of a certain personality type? What is the difference between alpha, beta, gamma, omega, delta, and sigma? Now, without further ado, let's get started. 1. Alphas. Most people are familiar with the phrase alpha male, and for good reason. The word alpha male comes from the animal kingdom and refers to the pack's leader. As a result of his status, the alpha man is inherently self-assured in how he acts and conducts himself. Confidence is the capacity to enter a wide range of situations and know that you will survive them, no matter how difficult they are. Confidence is not a natural human trait, and it takes time for even an alpha male personality type to gain confidence. The self-assurance of an alpha guy may be seen from a long distance. This means he can get along with almost anyone and uses his outspoken attitude to his advantage in life. When addressing a guy or woman, an alpha male is unmoved since he has the abilities and charisma to chat to anyone. Nothing can stop an alpha guy from having a conversation with someone. The alpha male's extroverted attitude helps him to create more social contacts and develop relationships more quickly than other personality types. When an alpha personality is assigned to head a project at work, he or she assumes command and leadership. Many successful men throughout the world are referred to as alpha males because they are ready to lead and possess the courage to invite others to join them on their journey. Alpha guys make excellent leaders because they naturally inspire others and inspire others to follow them. An alpha man knows how to get a group of people to work together to achieve a common objective. Charisma is a quality that an alpha male possesses in almost every aspect of his life. Charisma is a man's sense of elegance and swagger that makes people want to know him. Men who are charismatic behave like James Bond characters, acting and speaking according to their own set of standards. People are drawn to alpha guys for a variety of reasons, one of which is their charisma. A charismatic person is someone who is enjoyable to be around and will naturally appeal to individuals seeking pleasure in life. 2. Beta. With so much negativity surrounding the beta male mentality, it's important to remember that this extremely prevalent personality type is nothing to be embarrassed of. A beta guy is a man who is nice and respectful to others, rather than being a pushover or someone to look down on. Many people relate the beta male mentality with being nice. The beta guy wants to be pleasant and kind to everyone, whether it's a man or a woman, in the hopes of earning others' praise and admiration. Being reserved is one of the key characteristics linked with beta guys. People mistake a beta male's natural reserve for shyness and a lack of willingness to communicate his thoughts. While some beta guys are timid, the most are simply hesitant to express themselves openly. The beta male's restraint causes him to avoid numerous social contacts. Beta guys who are reserved don't imply they don't have anything to say. It just means they're limited in how much effect their words or thoughts may have. Being submissive and wanting to avoid standing on someone's toes are 2 of the beta male's trademark traits. When confronted with disagreement or an opposing viewpoint, the beta man is more inclined to refrain from defending himself if doing so will make the other person hate him. While many people consider submissiveness to be a bad quality, there are occasions when it may be advantageous. When dealing with someone who is only attempting to argue with you or instigate a fight, being submissive typically causes them to lose interest, keeping the beta man safe. Last but not least, the beta guy is extremely loyal, which is one of his greatest assets. One of the reasons the beta guy makes a great buddy is that he is devoted to people who respect and like him. Beta guys are also good employees since they are more likely to execute their duties and not disrupt the overall workflow structure due of their loyalty. The beta guy may not always express his thoughts, but when his friends need him, he will always be there for them. 3. Omega. Whereas the alpha male looks to his group for confirmation of his character and status, the omega male is the polar opposite, caring nothing about how he is seen by others. As a result, the omega male's self-assurance permits him to avoid meaningless popularity competitions. An omega man will have a few close friends that he trusts and respects, but his major source of significance and confidence is found within himself. An omega male's drawback is that he often neglects to care for others, since he only knows how to care for himself. An Omega guy will most likely be driven to achieve what he wants since he has so much internal power to propel him ahead. He is his own best cheerleader, and he will provide all of the motivation he requires to take action or complete a task successfully. Other males are more likely to complete a task if they receive some form of extrinsic pleasure or reward. The tasks that drive the Omega male from inside will provide all of the incentive he requires to see that something gets done. Omega guys exhibit the usual nerd character because they place a high value on education and learning. An Omega man is someone who can easily navigate complex algorithms and formulae in order to decode a code that others are frequently too aloof to comprehend. Whereas many guys would just talk and chat without thinking about what they're saying or listening to the other person, the Omega male will listen intently and make prepared responses. Omega males have the mental capacity of a human calculator. Omega guys have a geeky concentration, therefore they are likely to be interested in video games and other unusual interests. Things like model making and mind-stimulating hobbies are exactly what an Omega guy would enjoy doing. If an Omega man wants to pursue a passion that everyone else is hesitant to pursue owing to societal pressure, the Omega male will just do it. The Omega male's lack of concern for external affirmation provides him the freedom to accomplish anything he wants in his own manner. 4. Gamma. The Gamma guy is a fascinating figure to study. He is seen as having a personality that combines elements of every other type of guy, with no one personality dominating over the others. One of the key reasons for this is that the Gamma guy is a risk-taker who forges his own path apart from other people's ideas. The Gamma man will do whatever he wants to be fulfilled in his life, unlike the Alpha male, who acts in a way that pleases others. Gamma guys often have a diverse set of abilities and interests, allowing them to enjoy life while learning and doing anything they choose. The Gamma guy is likely to be a person who is always on the lookout for new opportunities. When it comes to gaining experience and appreciating what the world has to offer, the Gamma man will be ready to try new things and master new talents. In a different way, the Gamma guy is equally eager to win the affection of others. A Gamma personality can be self-sufficient, while yet yearning for the respect and adoration that others bestow upon them. The capacity of the Gamma man to be conscious of his behaviors and how they influence others sets him apart from other types of men. This might also be the secret to his success in life. It is often believed that Alpha males who grow more aware and conscious might transform into Gamma males. A Gamma male's awareness is what allows him to be both well-liked and self-sufficient. Empathy has generally been viewed as a feminine attribute. Therefore, witnessing a male act with empathy is unusual. A Gamma male's empathy helps him to comprehend what others are going through, allowing him to function as a form of support system for them. Many people who have empathy for others may see the Gamma male's emotions as a confirmation of their own circumstances or feelings, and they will welcome the Gamma male. Overall, the Gamma man is one of the most level-headed male personality types, if not the most. 5. Delta. Because the Delta male is generally someone who has gone through an event that has forced him to shift into a Delta male, he gives a unique viewpoint on how a person might alter their personality type. Whatever experience a Delta guy has, he will grow more reserved as a result of it. A Delta guy, whether he has had a terrible breakup or has had trust issues in the past, will be hesitant to trust new individuals since he is frequently reserved. He doesn't seem to care in the sense that he doesn't have many ideas about how to act as his own person. Delta guys frequently carry anger toward others as a result of their difficult background, which has caused them to avoid becoming close to others. The Delta man rarely looks inside to address difficulties, preferring to blame his problems on others. In an unhealthy way, a Delta guy will feel resentful of someone he used to date or be friends with. Rather than moving on with his life and maturing as a person, the Delta male would use this individual as a reason to be miserable and unproductive in his own. The Delta guy frequently lacks the life experience necessary to cope with challenges on his own. The Delta man would self-sabotage himself by believing that there is nothing he can do to improve his situation by blaming others for his issues. When he's among his pals, the Delta male is more likely to be manipulative or lie to achieve what he wants. The Delta male makes it extremely simple for people not to trust or want to be around him, by doing this with the few individuals that want to spend out with him. When it comes down to it, the Delta guy is almost certainly a lonely individual. While the Delta guy used to be the life of the party with a large group of friends, he has evolved into something awful. Loneliness sets in when he allows himself to become angry at others and loses self-control. Because he believes his loneliness is due to someone else's fault, a delta male's loneliness will only make him resentful and angrier at others. 6. Sigma. Sigma guys should be avoided at all costs, as they can quickly persuade you of something that no one else could. They may lack the appearance and might of an alpha male, but their enormous cleverness and ability to manipulate people and situations allow them to get their way just as effortlessly. The cleverness of a Sigma guy is evident, whether you consider it as a positive or a bad trait. They have the ability to persuade practically anyone to join their cause. If you are cautious not to be overly clever with others, being a cunning Sigma male may assist open numerous doors. The Sigma male has no invested interest in the views of others, just as he can control his social environment and the individuals in it. Others may think of Sigma guys as popular, but they don't need their peers' approval to feel good about themselves. You might almost compare the Sigma guy to a James Dean figure who doesn't follow the rules and is content to be alone. The Sigma guy is totally content with himself even when he is alone. He is a really charming individual unless you are very excellent at seeing through a Sigma male's charm and manipulation. People admire them for not being scared to follow their own norms and for not continually seeking social acceptance, as a lesser person might. These guys frequently correlate with alpha and omega personalities, since they can all get along at the top in their own unique ways. The Sigma male's likability and crafty acts are frequently enough to place him in whichever friend group or scenario he desires. The Sigma male's capacity to make planned actions and judgments with remarkable accuracy is the final piece of the puzzle. He would frequently stop before responding to queries so that he may come up with a well-spoken or humorous reply if the occasion requires it. Everything he does is calculated and nothing will take a Sigma guy off guard. A Sigma guy is frequently perceived as a more intellectual and amusing man, since he is smart with his words and rarely talks without thinking, enhancing his overall likability. These are the 6 major male personas. Every male personality, from the alpha to the Sigma, is distinct in its own way. Because knowledge is power, you should be familiar with all 6. It may help you comprehend the actions and ideas of other guys, as well as assist you modify the person you are now if you are unhappy. Your personality isn't fixed in stone. You can be an alpha one day and a gamma the next, or a beta one day and a sigma the next. The goal is for you to grow as a person. These characteristics can influence how men conduct in social and professional situations. Well, if you think this video is interesting, take a minute to hit like, share, and also subscribe to the channel to be the first to know whenever we posted another social psychology video like this. These videos take a lot of time to write and edit. Your engagement is the best thing that keeps us motivated. Thank you so much for your engagement. See you soon with another interesting video like this.